Hello you guys and welcome back, and look, I'm dressed and my hair is done. Y'all, oh my goodness. For those of you new here, my name is Courtney and we are currently working outside in this area, making over a little brick patio. We have all the brick laid, the doors painted, it looks so fresh and clean, and we just have some finishing details. And by finishing details, I mean a lot of work, but I'm telling myself it's not so that we will do it. So today what we're gonna do, first off, I want to get this gate built because I just want it done. I've been thinking about it for 2 years since well, almost 2 years in October since we have lived here, and our dog has not been able to go in the backyard unless she's on a really long leash. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make something really simple, and I actually grabbed a ton of scrap wood that I already had. I wanna make this really inexpensive and easy because I really would love to find like a vintage gate, like a vintage garden gate or something like that. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time or a whole lot of money on this. Now, you guys know I own an older home and she loves to throw me curveballs every time she can. I don't know why. I'm trying to help her and she's not helping me. So we have this angle here, I'll show you up close, and because of that, it's making this rather tricky. Because when you come out here, I already walked it, I feel like it's best if the gate opens this way, and I also feel like that'll help it look less cluttered than if we had like a gate here and a railing here, and it's mainly going to be closed. That's probably how it'll be 90% of the time, unless my children leave it open. It'll be open about 90% of the time. But I really want to put the hinges on this side because I also don't really want to drill into the mortar and the brick more than I have to because it's never been drilled into. So I just want to have enough where I can put a latch on, and that's it. I don't want to have too many screws, so I figured we'd do the hinges on this side. Issue with that is that the wall is just slightly curved. Enough to drive me crazy. So I've been going back and forth and I'm like, well, will hinges allow for that curve, or does it have to be straight? And I'm not quite sure. I'm like, if I put the hinge on backwards, will that account for that? I feel like it will. We're gonna go ahead and build the gate, and then I can kind of get a rough estimate of what I'm doing. Oh, they're working next door. So I figured I'm gonna go ahead. I love working outside. So I figured I'm gonna go ahead and build the gate. I think I know what we're gonna do. I think the hinges will work. So we're gonna go off of that. I have built a very simple gate before for my sister. I'll have that link down below. Really, really simple, you guys. It's honestly just putting some 2x4s together, and that's it. I will also leave the links to the one that I'm getting inspiration from down below, so you guys can, they have like a PDF and all that stuff, so you can get all your information there. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this. You wanna start by measuring the width of what it's gonna be and subtracting an inch. So that'll give you room for your hinges and for your gate latch. Let's do this. Watch this take me like 1 hour, and I had 2 years to do this. It's the story of my life, so. We drilled pocket holes. It is much nicer and much sturdier to do it this way, and we just did them on the tops and bottoms of the inside pieces, and so now I'm just going to screw those in. Hello you guys, it is a new day. It's the next day and it is 2 o'clock, and I just went thrifting, and the way my soul feels, I feel like I just got a good therapy session. There was so much good stuff, so many thrift flips that I have planned. They're gonna be mini ones, but oh my gosh, you guys, you may have already seen that video because I'm hoping I posted that before I post this one. Also, the cicadas are wildly loud, and it's crazy how you just go about your life like not hearing them until I edit my video, and they're just like this background hum in the background. So I apologize that you guys can hear that too, and I also thank you for not a single one of you complaining about them. We are gonna go ahead and add the hardware on now, praying to God it works the way that I wanted it to, so that way I don't have to add an extension onto this wall, because if I do, then I have to rebuild my gate, but it's fine. So yeah, just heavy duty. I got these from Amazon because they were actually a lot cheaper. They were $10 for 2 or $15 at Lowe's. So have them linked down below for you. I use these for when I did my sister's gate, nice and heavy duty, and we're just gonna drill those on and say a prayer that it sticks to the wall. Talk to them right here. You can see right here.
I can definitely do this because it's so hard, I think. It's really fun. So we can see.
Saying we have in our family is choose not to be confused. And so I was just sitting upstairs scrolling my phone because I was supposed to be doing something else, but I'm so torn out here of what to do to these steps and to the brick steps. And so I was just like, okay, choose not to be confused, because the brick steps, a lot of you said just paint them black, which I'm kind of liking that idea because the railing's black, the hardware's black. I was thinking about doing veneer on the concrete. I don't think I want to do that anymore. I think it'll actually make it look more messy because the porch I'm going to paint, and I'm going to do the face fronts white. So then I was looking at paint colors. I was like, okay, I'll just do this gray, let's just paint it. But then I was like, well, what if like a grayish worked more than a gray? I don't know. I was trying to look for photos, I couldn't really find anything. So I have 2 paint samples. This deck is so gross and dirty, so who cares? But I'm just gonna do a couple swatches just to see. But I feel like I wanna hone down this area first so I can take a minute longer to think about the brick steps. If I could go back in time, I would have stripped them. I would have tried to strip them with like paint stripper. I tried my heat gun really quick just to see, and it wouldn't come up. There is gray underneath the steps, so ironically. So yeah, I'm still waiting. I have the gate hardware. I'm just waiting for myself to do it. But yeah, I'm just taking my time because I can, you guys, because I gave myself 2 weeks, and now I'm like, oh, I can breathe. Whereas before it was like, go, 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 go. But this is a healthier version. So let's go ahead and paint some samples on these disgusting steps. These porch, ugh, they're so gross. I need to paint this whole porch. Also, all of this is completely my own fault. But anyways, this is Drift of Mist. I have this upstairs in our landing. It's a really pretty grayish color. This one is accessible beige. Funny. I have a gray. This is Benjamin Moore Sabre Gray. This is actually the gray I was going to use in the dining room, but it was way too gray and I wanted something a little bit more on the blue side. This is probably darker than what I would do though if I did gray. Like I'd probably like it the color that it is right now, not dried. Initial thoughts, first coat, obviously not perfect. I don't know how they're gonna appear on camera. It's so loud outside. Good news is I don't have to pick the full porch paint color today. I can just fix these steps up and paint them so this spot right here just looks prettier to me, but the porch like really needs it. And then I just watched someone recently who did her porch and like, you know, just kind of fixed it up to sell, and I'm like, I think that's what I need to do. Like I think I need to just stop thinking about it and just give it a fresh coat of paint, because like at the end of the day, maybe 2 gallons, 150 bucks, and it'll look so much better. It's so janky. You guys can see, like it's covered in clay right now still from the bricks. I still haven't washed it. And it just has so many paint splatters and spray paints. Like it's so ugly. I get a little quarty quart and then do this part and then live with it and see if I like it and how like it holds it to dirt. Oh my gosh, it's like a genius solution. And then if I like it, then I know I can do the whole thing. And if I don't, then I know I can change the color. These aren't necessarily the shades we're going for, but I have realized something. So it's blown out right here. I'll zoom you guys in, but the Drift of Mist is a bit too like cold, and the house is warm because it's dirty. It's white, but it's dirty. So I also think it'd be blinding to have this drift of mist on the porch because it's almost like a white with the white porch. Like it's not doing anything for us. I really like accessible beige. I think it's really pretty. But again, I think it's going to be too bright. I think we need something, as silly as it sounds, gray to kind of like warm up / add a different tone and color of something. Yeah, I feel like if I get accessible beige all over this porch, it's just gonna be way too much. The porch is huge, because even someone had said, what if you did like the diamond pattern I did in my mom's bathroom, do that on the porch? And I think that's so cool, and I've seen it in smaller areas, but the porch is so large that I feel like it's too much. I think it's too much. So I want to do a solid color. It's also a lot easier. The porch also does need some foundation repairs and stuff, so eventually it could be that like we have to tear the whole porch off anyway, so I really just want to pick color for now. All that being said, I actually really think I like the Sabre Gray. It's a lot brighter because we're outside, so it's appearing brighter in here than it did in the dining room. So I think we're gonna go with something like that, and I actually really like the shade. So I'm sure of this decision in the sense that I know I would think I want to do gray. Does that sound true to you? The only thing is I was just gonna paint, but this is actually like really bad. Like layers upon layers. We're just gonna see. Hello and good morning, you guys. You guys can see I've been working on the steps, particularly the ones on the porch, because I know I'm going to do a gray paint, white fronts, and unfortunately it just looked so rough, and I was like, if I just paint right over this, the Facebook community is not going to be happy with me, because they love to say, I would have stripped that, and I'm like, no you wouldn't, because if you really strip something, you're never voluntarily saying that you would do that. So anyways, I figured, you know what, they do look really, really bad, and there's only 2 steps. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do the bottom step yet. It's concrete and it is a little patchy in some places, but you know, you gotta pick and choose. So anyways, but I do have to get some more citrus strips, so I have a little bit on there now that I can scrape off, but we need to go get some more citrus strip. But I figured we'd wait a second because we're also going to simultaneously work on these steps. You guys can see that I was sanding this down, and my initial goal was to sand it all the way down to wood so I could stain it. But then as I was doing it, I was like, you know what, it's really weird. Like the wood is here, and then it like has a piece of wood here that was, I think, added on at some point. I don't know if that was for water flow or what exactly. None of it is rotted, which is awesome. It's amazing how paint can sustain wood. But I was like, you know what, I don't think this is worth sanding all the way. It wouldn't be a huge job, but it's still a job. And so I was just going to paint it white to match with everything, but I was like, I really don't want this to be white because I feel like that will get really, really dirty. Hence the white that's already here that I already tried to clean, and it's still very dirty. So I thought, you know what, I think it'd be really pretty to stain it, but because I don't know, because the wood is so weird, that I was like, I don't want to spend too much time on this and have it just like look like a sore thumb. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do the retique it method, where you put retique it on and then stain it, and we'll see how it looks. And that way, if it looks good, awesome, and if it doesn't, then I can just paint over it and I'll be happy I didn't waste my time. So and then for these steps. I've had several people say, why don't you just put brick? Oh no, don't do that. Why? Sorry about that. Why don't you just put brick veneer on them? The problem is that brick veneer is very thin. And so I feel like it would look really awkward. I also love the color of the brick on the ground, and the brick veneer is a little bit more red. I know you can get different shades, but again, I feel like that would be a whole process of figuring it out when I'm already unsure about these mosquitoes who love me and I have bug spray on. But I'm already unsure about doing the brick veneer because I think it'd be awkward to do such thin brick when this is regular size brick. Do you know what I mean? Like if they made brick veneer that was the same size as a brick. Oh wait, these are thinner. Maybe that would have worked. Maybe I'll paint it for now and we'll live with it. And then if I hate it, then I'll order brick veneer and that will just be like a short reel sometime in the future. But for now, we're gonna do an option for this video that finishes these steps. Okay, I still need to wash these, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Wild. What's so nice is I'm not stressed at all about this, because if it doesn't look good, I'm just painting it, and if it really doesn't look good, I'll try the veneer, and if that looks horrible, then I'll just strip the brick. And it's not like a solution where if it rains and it floods, there's a problem. It's just paint. It makes me so happy. Don't be afraid to paint something, you guys. It's honestly so simple to swap it.
It's actually, if you paint red, it makes it blue red.
We're working on our colors. All right, we're gonna wing it. I have a bunch of different red brick colors, and then obviously the brick is on the ground beside me, and so we're just gonna see what happens. I hate it. I've had some lunch. I had some time to walk away and think about it. I left a little patch here to put some stripper on to see how well it came up. And it didn't. It did not come up very easy. The bottom step, you guys can't see right now, I was peeling some pieces and that was coming up in the spots it wanted to, and then it wasn't. And then even they had like a red clay brick red, and it's so much more red than like the beautiful red here. So I'm like, I don't want to compete with what's here. Like it either needs to be the original brick or it needs to be the paint. If I tried hard enough, I could, but I think the problem is that like, I don't want to fake it. This home is truly historic, truly beautiful, and has true character, and I feel like the brick is fake. It's faking it. It's like trying to put a cubic zirconian ring on a girl who is meant to have a diamond. And so with that being said, I definitely can see myself stripping these in the future, but you guys know, I've just spent so much time here. These steps are not something that are going to be the focal point. Like you really can't see them because our car is like blocking them and stuff, and so I think it's okay for now to just paint them. So I went and I picked up black. I honestly just picked the first black that I saw, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I think I want to save my stripping energy for the front door, and this can just be a project if I need something to do in the future, I can come back to. I don't think I've ever painted anything black before. It's like too hard. First coat, first impressions, I don't hate them. And I think think it'll look really nice with the brown stain. Cheese.
Oh, Mom,
Uh-huh.
I climbed up there with my keys and I split some off.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys, we've wrapped up so many little things. There's always a car driving by when I talk. Guys, we've wrapped up so many little things. So now we can do this. Seriously. You guys, we have wrapped up so many of the little things out here. It feels so good. That's the thing. Ah!
Boo.
Ah! We are ready to do the stairs. It's crazy how much cleaner they look. I mean, they've looked disgusting because of my work, but they look so much cleaner just having all that paint off of them. So we are going to sand them down, and then we're going to clean all 4 steps, the concrete step we made, the concrete step that's here, and the 2 wooden steps, and paint them. And what's really cool is that the original paint is actually gray and white fronts. Like, this was never stained at any point. It was actually just gray and white, and then they did red. The whole porch red? Like, that just, I feel like that'd be so garish. I don't even know. And then the house used to be yellow, so I'm like, did you have a red front porch and a yellow house? I don't know. Anyways, and then they did green. And the green was more recent. I think they did that before we moved in. So this actually hasn't been painted that many times, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the original, gray and white. And I did get some paint. We're gonna test it out, see what we think, and if we love it, we'll eventually do the whole thing in the same color. So I'm procrastinating. Let's sand. I'm going in at a higher grit because the stripper got so much off, so I really don't need to like sand this down. We're just wanting a smooth finish with the paint across because we're just painting. If we were staining, we'd have to get every little speck off. So that's why I love that we're painting. So I'm going in at 150. Remember how I tripped on a rake and spilt half a gallon of paint? I ran out.
And then we went to the splash part.
Okay.
The splash part you made.
Okay, you guys, while I've been working on these stairs, I've been keeping a little secret. I found a patio set, yay, on Facebook Marketplace. I literally was just about to pull the trigger on an Amazon set, and I knew that it was going to be aluminum, it was going to be light, but I was like, oh, it was $239, had a little couch and 2 chairs and a tiny little table, and it was $240. I was just like, I just really want to find something secondhand. And then finally, I've literally been searching since I started digging in here. And then I was on one night, right when Brad was putting Harvey down for bed, because I check all the time, and it was 7 o'clock, and this set came up and it said it was listed just a couple hours ago. Immediately messaged said, I can come now and I have cash. And they said yes. And then when Brad got there, they're like, you're our kind of people. And we said, you're our kind of people, thank you. So it is either cast iron, wrought iron, I don't know if that's the same thing.
You can make a pathway.
Yes, I can, we did.
Where did you get the bricks
From the Restore. It is heavy duty and it's a little bit dirty. So we're gonna give it a quick wash in the backyard. I thought about painting it, but then when I painted the steps black, because I initially was looking for a black set to kind of add something back here, But after I painted the step black, I thought, you know what, I think I like the white. And then multiple people said just either add a tablecloth or cushions, bring in some plants, which I'd have to do faux because shaded, this gets like no sunlight. They said add color in that way and keep it white. And I like that idea because it is a little bit large for the space. I mean, it fits here. We still have room to walk by when the chairs are pushed in.
Why is she taking so long?
1 second. And so I thought if we eventually have a back deck, I would love to have multiple seating spots, so it might go back there. It could even go on the front porch. But for right now, it's gonna live here, and yeah, it just needs to be cleaned. So it's gonna go clean it, and then we'll bring it right back. You guys, we are at the final touch time. Seriously, it's the police, so I can't be mad. Okay, you guys, I say okay, you guys, with every time I start a sentence. So the steps are looking so good, so good. It's probably a little bit lighter than we're gonna eventually go for the porch because it's gonna show every little nasty thing. The dark shows every little nasty thing as well. The porch also looks horrendous next to the steps now. I mean, it already looked horrendous, but now it's like times 2. I just have one little spot near the stairs I need to paint. I don't know why I missed that yesterday. It's fine. So now we're gonna place some plants because at first I thought someone was walking by. Let's try this again. Steps look great. Now we are going to add in the little final details. A lot of you said, because I asked on the reel if I should paint this set, and some people said yes, but other people said add the color in other ways. And I really love that because I do like the way it looks. And so one way someone suggested was to add in some either a tablecloth or some pillow cushion seats, which I think is just so cute. They had so many cute options. This is a pin. Are you kidding me? It's the music of the neighborhood today. It's a beautiful pinstripe. I love the beigey color, just kind of going with the earthiness out here. They are a touch, just a touch smaller than the chair. They actually fit like really well in the center, but the side of it, we'll see, I'll show you. But I really love them. And then some greenery. Because I cannot keep anything alive in the real garden, I figured out here I shouldn't really give too much effort to it either. So I decided to go faux out here. I'm not gonna go crazy because it can get expensive, but also you can spend $30 on a plant and have it die in the year. It's just so cute. We actually are gonna go ahead and get 2 more for the front pots, like when you go beside the house, but that'll be for when I paint the porch. But this is super affordable. It's currently on sale. I don't know if it'll be on sale by the time you guys see this, but I will link it down below. It's really good. It's really, really good. Like obviously it's faux, but it doesn't look crazy. And because it has like the little touches of green that make it look like new growth, I think that that's what helps. So we're gonna put these in some pots with some real dirt to make them look more real and also help stabilize them. And then yeah, I just got some real plants to kind of mix in for now, and then when this video is over, they'll be going somewhere else because I can't water them. This is taking too long. I need to make it shorter. All right, you guys, that is gonna be it for this series. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the entire process, as well as the little final details, you guys, which weren't so little. It's really fine. But I am so happy with the space. I can't believe we started with literally kitty litter. And now we're here. I had no idea this would turn into what it did, but I am very thankful. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about how amazing my community is, which I already knew, but it just kind of reinforced that. So thank you so much, because I would not have been able to get through this without your constant support and encouragement. I am going to get teary-eyed, and no, I'm not. I'm just tired. It's been a long process, I promise. Okay, but truly, I kept saying to Brad, like, you guys just kept showing up for me, just saying, you've got this, you're amazing, like, I can't believe you haven't quit yet. So you guys kept me going, and I really appreciate that. And obviously, God, I could not have gotten through this without the strength of the Holy Spirit, for real. But yeah, so I'm so happy. Of course, I do wish I had just sloped it towards the street and towards here at the same time. I think that would have been the best option, but for right now, I'm really happy. Of course, you guys kind of saw a little bit. I didn't really show it because it's not finished, but I did not mortar the steps in yet. I'm still just trying to figure out if I want to do 2 bricks or 3 bricks, and I just wanted to get this, I just want to get the series done for you guys. And I don't think that step fully matters. I'll probably be sharing it in a reel so you guys can see it there in my shorts, but that will involve a whole process of like leveling out the driveway a little bit. So I was like, it's too labor intensive. I can't. Let me just focus on the pretty. So it is Friday night and everyone's coming home. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. We did the door, we did the stairs, we did the brick, we did the walls, we did the fence. I still need to put this up. Unfortunately, my car died, and the lattice that I wanted that was local, they messaged me and said, sorry, we're actually out of stock. Surprise, surprise. And so the closest one is 47 minutes away. So I have to wait till I get a battery in my car before I can go and get it. So again, that'll be a reel, finishing up this whole section here with the lattice. And we do have the jasmine plants, and I need to dig all that out. I thought it'd be a lot longer before I touched a shovel, but I guess it'll be tonight or tomorrow. So anyways, oh, and then let me know what you think about the porch color. If you think it's a little bit too light, should I go darker? Do you think it's good? It definitely freshens up the space and shows just how disgusting my real porch is. So that's lovely. And like I said, I will link as much as I can down below. Even this tablecloth was from Amazon, but I've had it for a while. So yeah, I'm just really happy. It just feels like my own little like Italian French oasis, which is so cool. It's so cool, you guys. I mean, obviously you get the people driving by in their cars playing the rap music. It doesn't feel like that, but it's fine. Okay, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching and sticking it out for the series. Let me know what you think. I love you guys. You're the best. Don't forget to subscribe. This car's coming. Okay, I'll see you next Sunday at 2 p.m. Bye, guys. Really quickly though, I do realize that I get this question a lot of like, what's your next project, whenever I'm kind of finishing up one of them. Like I said, there's little things I need to do here, so I'll probably focus on some stuff like that. Not necessarily on YouTube, but for reels. But for YouTube, I might just do some refinishing projects. I really think I need to paint my porch. I think it's gross. I think I just need to put a coat of paint on it, even if it's not perfect, and then I want to refinish my door. So maybe that's next. I don't know. Subscribe and we'll see. Bye, guys.